Yeah, it's weird. It's only just starting to feel a little bit real now. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I'm terrified. I mean, this is the first time we've got a non-friends and family audience seeing it, and so yeah, I'm still terrified. I've been terrified for years. And also, I'm glad I'm older. When I was younger, I don't think I would have been able to handle the pressure of it, but now it's just been really, really fun, a really, really incredible ride. I'm going to be spending a long night on Twitter. Like, a long, terrifying night. But no, I'm so proud of the movie, and I think it's so fun, and like, it feels really unique and different, and yeah, I really hope people like it. Yeah, I mean, you first put it on and you're like, it's so well designed, the suit, and I tried it on piece by piece, like over about a month, and when the final thing was there, I mean, you just end up you immediately want to like start punching the mirror you're looking at and stuff. It feels 100 times tougher. From the screen test, it was so obvious it should be her. I mean, even when you think about you can see a photo of her and be like, I mean, that's Catwoman. It's obvious, and she lived up to and beyond any expectation I had of her.
Well, enjoy every minute of this.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thank you.
It's amazing. You know, we shot the film here, so it's a perfect place to open the film, and everyone on the crew worked so hard. A lot of them are here tonight, so I'm very happy to. So of course, and every moment I saw Rob, and every time I saw the word Gotham on anything, you got to pinch yourself. It's a dream come true.
What's the coolest thing about being in a Batman movie?
Being Catwoman in a Batman movie. I mean, I've always identified with cats. I'm more of a dog person because they're easier to deal with, but I am a cat myself in terms of my personality, so I respect them. Oh, Rob's amazing. He's such a kind person. He's such an amazing actor. I think he makes such strong and brave and bold choices, and he's also just a fun human being, and it's sometimes hard to find that combination of someone who's so light and funny and also so good at what they do, so it's just a delight. I'm always going to be hard on myself, but in terms of the film, Matt really accomplished exactly what he set out to do, and that's very rare to see. So I'm really impressed by Matt's work.
We see you on a motorbike, but did you get to sit in the Batmobile?
I did not. I had no scenes in it. Hopefully next time.
It's kind of surreal, but it's kind of surreal Batman finally coming to the screen after 5 years since Matt Reeves started writing it and since we first started talking about it. So yeah, I can't wait for everybody to see it because he's made an amazing move. Well, it was interesting because we were in the post-production phase of War for the Planet of the Apes when he found out that he was more than likely going to be making a Batman film. So he asked me if I'd come on board, and I would do anything to work with Matt. He's such a genius director, and so to play Alfred was I grew up watching the Batman TV series, so it was thrilling to be asked. Incredible. I mean, I don't really work with anybody else in this movie apart from he. And I've always admired him. I think he's the most kind of extraordinarily versatile, talented, deep-thinking, really intelligent choices in everything he does. And since Twilight, all the independent films he's made, and watching him transform in those roles. And then when Matt said he was going to be cast as the Batman, I just was like, yeah, come
on. In some ways, it's great to be back for our home, in a sense, because we filmed here over a long period of time. So I'm really excited to begin now to share the film with these insanely passionate fans, and to share it with one of the first screenings here in London. Oh gosh, the coolest thing about being in a Batman movie is, I don't know. I think it really, not to be clever about it, but I think it's the fans' passion for this thing. I mean, it's really. I've been in some big franchises. There's nothing like the intensity of interest that we find with this movie. This begins in 1939 with the first comic book, so there's 80 years of momentum behind it. It's like at the center of American pop culture for a reason. There's just something about this series, this character, and these characters around the Batman that are really enthralling for people, and they take it very personally. They're like, "Don't mess with my stuff." So it's really cool, and I think we honored the history. And I think in doing that, we'll honor that passion that the fans have for it.
I just said I feel giddy with excitement. There's both an excitement and a terror when you go to make this Batman movie because of the legacy of 80 years and these brilliant directors that have come before us, Zack Snyder, Chris Nolan. You just want to be the most ambitious you can possibly be with a movie. And now here we are showing real people, and it's terrifying. The childhood Dylan that wore the costume that Shelley Clark made for him is feeling quite tingly.
I'm so happy we are finally at the first screening of this film. The fans are so passionate around Batman, and I love our film, so I can't wait to share it tonight. It's quite a character, but I love the film, I love the script, I love the people I worked with, and there's some moments that I'm excited for people to see. No, and that starts with Matt Reeves, who came at this with a singular point of view and wanted us to eke out every bit of personal, emotional, psychological depth that we could, and he allowed us to really go to work and do our jobs.
It's super exciting. It's very satisfying. We spent 5 years making it, and we got to shoot here, and I've been away for a while putting the movie together. Just to come back, it feels like a homecoming. London became a really special place for us. First of all, it's super exciting, but it's also super terrifying because the movies are great movies, so we wanted to make sure that we were going to do something that would fulfill people's expectations for the Batman, but also exceed them and surprise them in ways, and I hope that we've done it. It's exciting.